Hi there, Josiah David Fenimore back for another video. We are in Exodus, back in Exodus chapter 25. We are going back and forth from the Old Testament to the New Testament. 3 chapters and 3 chapters. And enjoying all of it all along the way. So, Exodus 25, here we go. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering. Of every man that giveth it willingly, with his heart ye shall take my offering. And this is the offering which ye shall take of them: gold, and silver, and brass, and blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine linen, and goat's hair, and ram skins, dyed red, and badger skins, and shittim wood, oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil, and for sweet incense, onyx stones, and stones to be set in the ephod, and in the breastplate, and let them make a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them, according to all that I shew thee, after the pattern of the tabernacle, and the patterns of the instruments thereof, even so shall ye make it. So he's asking now for alms, not alms, but for offerings, for the I think it's for the priestly gear, because he's going to make an ephod, which is like I believe it was like a breastplate with different colored stones in it, gold, made out of gold, and a breastplate, essentially. And so he's making all of these requests of the people to bring their offering. And they shall make an ark of shittim wood, 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, within and without. Thou shalt overlay it, and shalt make upon it a crown of gold round about. And thou shalt cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the 4 corners thereof. And 2 rings shall be in one side of it, and 2 rings in the other side of it. And thou shalt make staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. And thou shalt put the staves into the rings by the sides of the ark, that the ark may be borne with them. The staves shall be in the rings of the ark, they shall not be taken from it. And thou shalt put into the ark the testimony which I shall give thee. And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half of their breadth thereof. And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold, and of beaten work shalt thou make them in the 2 ends of the mercy seat. And make 1 cherub on the one end, and the other cherub on the other end. Even of the mercy seat shall ye make the cherubims on the 2 ends thereof. And the cherubims shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their faces shall look one to another. Toward the mercy seat shall the faces of the cherubims be. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above upon the ark, and in the ark thou shalt put the testimony that I shall give thee. And there I will meet with thee, and I will commune with thee from above the mercy seat, from between the 2 cherubims which are upon the ark of the testimony, of all things which I give thee in commandment unto the children of Israel. So the Lord is very specific on what he wants the cherubims to look like and how they cover the mercy seat, and I think it's all a part of an analogy of the throne in heaven. And God is making a statement that he wants the Ark of the Covenant to have the mercy seat as a representation of God's sitting place, of God's throne. Thou shalt also make a table of shittim wood. 2 cubits shall it be length of, and a cubit in the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, and make thereon a crown of gold round about. And thou shalt make 2 into a border of an hand breadth round about. And thou shalt make a golden crown to the border thereof round about. And thou shalt make for it 4 rings of gold, and put the rings in the 4 corners that are on the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border shall the rings be for places of the staves to bear the table. And thou shalt make the staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, that the table may be borne with them. And thou shalt make the dishes thereof, and the spoons thereof, and covers thereof, and bowls thereof, to cover within all of the pure gold shalt thou make them. And thou shalt set upon the table shewbread before me always. So now he's got direction on what they should put inside of the ark. And a table, he wants them to make a golden table with golden spoons and golden plates and golden bowls and shewbread that'll be offered. And thou shalt make a candlestick of pure gold, of beaten works shall the candlestick be made. His shaft and his branches, his boughs and his knops, and his flowers shall be of the same. And 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it, 3 branches of the candlestick out of one side, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side. 3 bowls made like unto almonds, with a knop and a flower in one branch, and 3 bowls made like almonds in the other branch, with a knop and a flower. So in the 6 branches that cometh out of the candlestick. And in the candlestick shall be 4 bowls made like unto almonds, with their knops and their flowers. And there shall be a knop under 2 branches of the same, and a knop under branches of the same, and a knop under 2 branches of the same, according to the 6 branches that proceedeth out of the candlestick. Their knops and their branches shall be of the same. All it shall be one shall be one beaten work of pure gold. And thou shalt make the 7 lamps thereof, and they shall light the lamp thereof, and they may give light over against it. And the tongues thereof, and the snuff dishes thereof shall be of pure gold. Of a talent of pure gold shall he make it with all these vessels. And look that thou make them after their pattern, which was shown thee in the mount. So the Lord had very specific specifications for what he wanted the candlestick to look like and the purpose of it. And I believe he was specific on it because he talks about the prophecy. It all has to do with prophecy and parables, and they recommend something. They resemble something. They mean something. All of these different processes and procedures, they have meaning, and they talk more about it in Revelations. I'm not sure of all the meaning of why they wanted the candlestick to be perfectly, have 7 lamps, 7 candlestick branches, but 7 is the number of completion, and so it could be that God wanted a complete craft of a candlestick. And I think that it has more to do with end time stuff, because in the Revelation of John there's more about the candlestick and meaning, and so we'll get into that another time. But thank you again for joining me for chapter 25 in Exodus. I will see you in the next one. Peace.